about Al Falah University and the activities that were happening, because Al Falah University seems to be at the center of this entire terror module that has been busted. These are the details that we are getting for you. Development number 3, building 17 and room number 4 and 13 were the terror hubs. The doctors often held meeting at Al Falah University. Let's break down the details of what's transpiring in terms of these meetings. Was the plot and the conspiracy hashed there? Scoop number 1, meeting point was Al Falah building 17 for the doctors who were part of the terror module. Terror doctors met in room number 13 and 4. Scoop 3, Dr. Muzammil lived in room 13, which was the meeting point for these doctors. Number 4, Muzammil's room was used to make IEDs. And imagine the university officials had no clue, no idea about it. They distanced themselves from the entire development. Number 5, diaries seized from Umar's room number 4. Scoop number 6, they planned blasts in Delhi and UP. These are the details that have come to fore now. Scoop number 7, Muzammil met radicalized doctors. All these things were happening within the premise of the Al Falah University. Room number 13 has now been sealed after the arrest of Muzammil and in wake of the investigation of the Delhi blast. Let's go back to Priyank, who continues to be with us on the broadcast. These developments raise serious questions about the involvement of Al Falah University, which, like I said, is now in spotlight at the center of the entire terror module operating. Designated buildings and room numbers where these meetings were taking place.
Yes, Swati, apart from this terror activity which is going inside this particular campus, inside the residential block of these medical students, certainly the financial aspect is also being touched upon by the agencies. That's why multiple agencies have been told to assist the NIA for the investigation. While talking about the Al Falah University, the top management officials were also arrested for 3 years. This is what we have got to know. And that was related to financial irregularities which was done by them, and even the low court had denied to grant bail to them, looking at the kind of forgery which was done by them. So the funding is certainly under the scanner, but whether the funding was also being used for terror activity or not, that is a matter of investigation. But certainly looking at the present scenario, the manner in which this particular 17 block was used by these terrorists to assemble, to keep the bombs and to keep utilizing the laboratory space for the anti-India activity is certainly a major concern. Certainly these labs will be seized if at all it's needed. There could be very tough financial charges, irregularity charges, which can also be stabbed against the university. And looking at the manner in which the agencies have been digging upon the funding pattern, it is quite possible that they were receiving foreign funding, because
even that is under the scanner now, since a forensic audit has been ordered. Priyank, please stay on with us. It was not just Lady Dr. Shaheen. There's one more agent, and that's our development number 4. The hunt is on for Jaish-e-Mohammed agent Afira Bibi. Afira Bibi is someone that the agencies, her profile is something that the agencies are now scanning. Let's tell you more about Afira Bibi. Who is Afira Bibi, who's said to be an agent of the Jaish-e-Mohammed? These are the details that we are getting for you. Scoop number 1, maintain contact with Shaheen. Here is a grab of the identity card. This is Pakistan National Identity Card of Afira Bibi. Scoop number 2, she is the wife of Masood Azhar's nephew. She was in touch with Lady Dr. Shaheen. Scoop number 3, said to be a resident of Pakistan. She was an agent of the Jaish-e-Mohammed women commander, and she is absconding. She is on the run. Scoop number 5, was in touch with Azhar's sister as well. Remember, earlier we told you how Lady Dr. Shaheen was actually getting instructions from Masood Azhar's sister. She was given the task of heading the women's wing of Jaish-e-Mohammed. Let's go back to our reporters, to Bhavtosh. There's one more female agent, Afira Bibi, who's said to be a Pakistani national. Bhavtosh.
Yes, she is a Pakistani national. She is someone who is very close to Masood Azhar's sister Saida, and she is also in the business of preaching and also radicalization. And it's being said that Dr. Shaheen, the woman doctor who was part of the Jaish-e-Mohammed module, she could have been radicalized by her, and this radicalization happens online. Remember, all this module that was set up consists of at least 15 to 20 people, and at least 8 of them have been arrested. Raids and searches are presently going on to arrest other accused. Shaheen was someone who was in direct touch with Dr. Muzammil, and that's how the linkages of them have been established. As far as the questioning have revealed that Shaheen was someone who in fact joined this group around 4 to 6 months back, and Shaheen and her questioning have revealed that her radicalization happened through online. As far as Afira Bibi is concerned, she, as her colleague Priyank had earlier said, that she is hiding in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, and she is someone who is very close to other accused in this case. It's being found it's being now investigated where her last location is, but it has been established that she is someone who is close both to Maulana Masood Azhar's sister as well as to Dr. Shaheen, who is presently under the custody of the Kashmir police.
Right, we've spoken about the financial angle, we've spoken about Al Falah University. Let's talk about the network, how they were getting logistical support. That's our development number 5. These terrorists planned a spectacular attack, and 4 terror cars are now being linked to the Jaish module. Let's break down the details of what are these cars that we are talking about, and all 4 of them are now in the custody of the officials. Number 1 is a Maruti Dzire. It was registered in the name of Lady Dr. Terror Dr. Shaheen. Assault rifle AK-47 was recovered from this car, the Maruti Dzire. Number 2 is the I-20 Hyundai car, which remember was used for the blast. This is the car in which explosives were carried. It was driven by Dr. Umar Nabi, and it exploded near Red Fort. Then number 3 is a red EcoSport, and it belongs to the mastermind, the suicide bomber Dr. Umar. It was used to ferry bomb making material. So these cars are also linked to the terror module. Number 4 is the Maruti Brezza, and we're given to understand now, there are details coming to fore that this Maruti Brezza belongs to Shaheen. It was found inside Al Falah University. Once again, the connection or the link of Al Falah University in terms of these cars also coming to fore. Let's go back to our reporters, to Priyank. Priyank, we're looking at 4 cars that were used for ferrying explosives. One of them also had an AK-47 that was, of course, later recovered.
I see, Swati, these vehicles were moving IDs because the manner in which the I-20 was used by the accused Umar for the carrying out this particular blast was itself showing that they had used these vehicles as an ID, because looking at the manner in which this explosion has happened, as we were talking earlier also, the CNG could have leaked, and that could have led to making the impact of the blast much more. Although sharpness were not present in this particular ID because it was an ill-prepared ID, but the manner in which they have been eyeing for the CNG vehicle, which was very alarming, because CNG cylinder could have impacted more if the sharpness could have been there. There have been 4 vehicles which have been seized. First, with an AK-47 assault rifle, which was used by Muzammil. The second one was used in the blast. Third one was, spotted yesterday, the red color Eco, and 4th one today.
You know, one thing is for certain, it was a transnational terror module. Priyank, thank you for getting us the details. We have reported about the Turkey link, the Pakistan link, the Jaish-e-Mohammed link. There's a Dubai-Afghanistan twist which has come to fore, and the lens is on Muzaffar. Who's Muzaffar? Muzaffar is the brother of Dr. Adil. This is the inside scoop that we're getting for you, and that image that you see is of Muzaffar, who's also a doctor as per reports. Scoop number 1, Dr. Adil's brother is also under the radar of the agencies. Why? The probe is into his role. Agencies are looking into what role did Muzaffar play. Adil's brother, according to reports, travelled to Dubai. And Muzaffar might have also visited Afghanistan. That's another piece of information that has come to fore, which brings in the Dubai-Afghanistan link. Scoop number 5, Interpol has been roped in against Muzaffar. We're given to understand that Jammu Kashmir police has requested Interpol to issue a red corner notice against Muzaffar. According to reports, Muzaffar left India for Dubai, and the officials believe that he is somewhere in Afghanistan. What role did Muzaffar play? That is being investigated. So those are the top developments that have come to fore so far in Delhi blast probe. A quick break. On the other side, we have a lot more lined up for you.